All right, look. So you guys are way nicer. I'm just gonna give it to the blunt. Because you're way too nice to these girls. The reason why you guys, because here's the thing, that was a trick question. None of you are a 10 here because a 10 assumes that you're perfect. No one's a 10, okay? If you were a 10, you'd be on the cover of Maxim. You wouldn't be here. That's number one. Number two, the only reason women are able to say the delusional things that you guys say, like I'm a 10 out of 10, is because we don't tell women the truth that, yo, you are actually delusional. You're not as hot as you think you are. And you got to live in objective reality. Men have to live in reality. If I'm fat, short, loser, girls remind me that I'm a loser because they won't suck my But a girl that's a 5 will be told she's a 10 by some guy so that he can get laid, and they'll actually believe it. Because women don't get negative reinforcement for their fuckery. Men do. That's why I get to run around and say, I'm a 10 when you're objectively not. None of you are a 10. Sorry. That's the reality. You know
Especially
what?
Well, you're not 10 either. Subjective.
I never claimed I did.
Never
claimed I did. I'm a trainer, remember?
666.
By the way,
yeah, I'm a trainer.
I'm Puerto Rican.
Subjective.
I'm Puerto Rican today.
Yeah. So my thing is, I just find that amazing because when we ask this question, every girl rates herself a fucking 10.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on
and
that gives women so much confidence?
The girls say, oh no, babe, you are a 10. I'm like, bro, come on.
Yeah, man.
think it's not-
We need to let women know that there's standards and there's realities and like you can be losers too. Like
you
guys
don't need to
get
be
held
telling
to a
women
standard.
anything.
What?
You don't need to be telling women that.
Why not?
The only question I have about that is like, okay, so if you tell a woman that, okay, then what? Like, what,
Yeah, no.
What do you
Now,
what do you
hold on, because let me tell you what ends up happening when you tell women that they're 10s.
No,
They
no,
can't
I'm
find
saying
a boyfriend.
if you tell them they're a 10, if you
No,
tell
no.
them they're a 10 or they're a 1 or like, well, okay, so you told me this, what do I do with this information? You want me to cut something
You want
up?
us to lie to you?
No.
Like what am I supposed to
You
do?
want us to lie to you?
You know?
Yeah, like
No, you don't have to lie. It's just saying you told me this, so now what do I do with this information?
That's true.
So,
Be sad.
no.
Do, like, what am I supposed to do?
You go look at yourself in the mirror, say, "Damn, I got some work to do," and you actually self-improve. Stop. See, and this is you guys looking at me crazy because it's like women don't feel the need to self-improve. You don't come perfect the way that you are. You have to self-improve. Like women sit there and say, "I'm perfectly imperfect." No, you're not. You look like shit. You need to improve yourself just like a guy. If you're fat, you need to go to the gym. If you're a noxious bitch, you need to work on your personality. If you're annoying, you need to learn how to be more poised and be quiet. But we tell women that they're perfect no matter how they behave. It's crazy to me how women don't feel the need to self-improve and have the gall to get on a podcast with 20, 30,000 people watching live and call themselves a 10 out of 10. That's crazy. And here's the other thing, too, why this is a problem. When you run around and you say, I'm a fucking 10, well, you're going to think you deserve a guy that's way out of your caliber. And the reality is you don't deserve him. He's probably just going to fuck you, throw you to the side, not take you seriously. You can't get a boyfriend. You wonder why. I wonder why. No one's telling you the truth that you're annoying, fat, annoying bitch, and you don't want to self-improve. That's why so many women are single, because they're delusional, and they don't understand that their level doesn't match up what they think it is, and they think they deserve a guy that they don't necessarily deserve. Women need to go back to reality and realize you qualify for a certain amount of men, and unless you self-improve, you don't deserve that guy. But why is that men? We self-improve. We want to get bad bitches, whatever. I can't get a bad bitch being a brokey. It ain't happening. Why do women think I could be an annoying ass bitch that's fat and I deserve a top-tier guy? That's crazy to me. That's why I tell women that, because you guys are delusional.
You're taking things to
But you're
extreme.
still confused.
What was
Just
that?
being so
Subjective.
extreme.
Objective.
Okay. How am I extreme? Go, please tell me how I'm extreme.
How dare you?
How am I extreme?
Okay. You're saying, okay, I understand when you're going like with spa and stuff, like there's standards in society with beauty. I get it. But like, let's be honest. There's people with so much money and you cannot really take beauty because it comes the people that they grow up with. And I have seen guys with the most normal girls in the world who have so much money and their wife and their families, because it's not only beauty. Like there's so much coming with someone with a good family. There's so much background. Like you think, oh, you need to be a 10 if you want to be with a guy. No,
but
you have to, like, what's a 10 for you? Like big boob?
No. But see, here's
like,
the thing: those women that get those rich guys that are not that attractive, you know what they do? You know what they have? They have humbleness.
Yeah.
They understand. They understand.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
maybe they were just
understand
lucky
where
that
they
they
rank.
grew
They
up in
understand
the
that their
same-
man is superior to them, and they understand. Okay. If I'm gonna go ahead and land this guy, yes. If you're with a guy that makes that kind of money, he's superior to you. Sorry, that's how the world works.
That's true.
Machismo, huh?
No, my God. Most women who are in those situations, because they grow in rich families too. You have this idea of how the world works, and the world's not like that.
Really?
Like she grew up with him, probably went to school together, and they like each other. Maybe he will cheat, maybe he won't. You maybe have like an ugly guy with no money. Maybe he won't. Maybe he will cheat.
It doesn't change the fact that she's attracted to him because he's superior to her.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Let me ask you a question.
I mean,
How about this?
that's a fact.
Hold on.
If you have, like,
Let's use common sense.
that's a fact.
Do you want a man that's taller than you?
Yeah.
Do you want a man that's stronger than you physically?
Yeah, but
Hold on, stop.
Keep going.
Do you want a guy that's more educated and more competent than yourself?
But why more?
Answer the question,
I
yes
mean,
or
yeah,
no?
But yeah.
Yes.
If I have to pick, yeah.
Okay, do you want a guy that's more educated than yourself?
If I have to pick, of course.
Do you want a guy that makes more money than you?
Yeah, of course.
Sounds to me like you want a superior too.
But it doesn't have to be a superior. It's someone that you can
Fucking
admire.
checkmate.
Why
Oh,
does it
wait.
have to
Make
be?
more money than
Why
me.
the men have to be here?
I can make more
You know
money
what?
than
I can
you.
answer that with one simple thing.
Okay.
Women cannot look up to a man who is her equal.
Ooh.
Bruh.
I agree.
I do.
respect
I
ways as well.
agree in that because we do need someone to look at. That's
So
true.
then what are you arguing?
And to respect.
Ergo,
What are you
you're looking
arguing?
for a guy
More
who's
on the
superior
10
to you.
thing. We
Who
just
you admire.
Who you admire,
just-
exactly.
But hold on, if you think you're a 10, you're gonna have an inability to look up to someone
Yeah.
or admire them. You're gonna think you deserve the best and everything, and you really don't. That's what I'm trying to
But
say.
I mean, you have to be a little realistic. You're taking
But
things
that-
too far.
No, that's
no,
realistic.
hold on.
Who's
We're
realistic if
speaking
they're all
English here.
saying they're a 10? No
Yeah.
one's
I'm
being
just
realistic.
saying that everyone is beautiful. Everyone has something to offer.
No, but they're
Agreed,
not
but that doesn't
10s.
make them. That
But
doesn't
you
make them a
have
10.
you,
not
you
10s.
gotta have a
Why
bigger
not?
vision. You know, if you're not ambitious, like, what's your point in life? Like, what you go was gonna like live under other people and feel like you're not good enough to want
Have
bigger and
ambition?
want better.
Okay,
Like,
okay, look, you know what the equivalent is? Let me ask you ladies a question, just because I want you guys to really, really understand this, all right? Let's go into a dream world. All right, let's go into a dream world. Let's say I told you I was a successful lawyer, okay, making $500,000 a year. I own a law firm, right?
Okay.
And we went out on a date, right? Then you find out that I'm not a lawyer. I actually work at McDonald's.
Donald's.
Isn't that kind of crazy for me to tell you I'm a lawyer and I'm very successful, but the reality is I work at McDonald's?
yeah.
Yeah, and what is comparison
That's
with women?
no. That's exactly what it is when a girl
Also-
sits there and says,
No,
"I'm a 10."
come on.
When you're really
Still
like a 6 or a
subjective.
7. Yes, it's the same exact thing.
Oh my
That's
God.
subjective versus objective, though.
No, it's not the same thing.
What do you mean that's
mean,
subjective versus
Either
subjective?
you work in McDonald's or you're
No,
a
but
lawyer.
I feel like I'm a lawyer though.
Yeah, I feel like.
But either
I feel like I make
but
100K a year.
But either
You're delusional.
Either you are. Either you work
You're
at
an-
McDonald's or you work at a law firm.
Okay, you're either a 10 or you're not.
That's
You're
bottom
not.
line.
That's
That's
makes sense.
subjective.
Just
There's no
automatic.
subjective. You don't work at the law firm at McDonald's. You either work at the law firm or
The
you work at
foundation
McDonald's.
is everyone can improve, right? So you're
Yeah.
not a 10 by default. No one is.
Okay, yeah.
So then what are you
I'm
arguing?
just
that's
giving you the
subjective.
functional equivalent because
I'm-
you guys
I'm arguing
like
what's subjective
No.
versus
Our money
what's
and our
tangible.
status, ladies, our money and our status, right, is the equivalent to your beauty.
Yeah,
So what
yeah.
I'm saying is that if you sit there and you say you're a 10,
Yeah.
right, then I should be able to run around and say I work at a law firm and I make $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
No,
mean,
but I
you're-
get
I
what you
feel
mean.
like it.
No, I get what you mean, but it's not the same. But I get what you mean. I
but-
understand what you're saying. It just does not make sense. It's
No,
not
it makes
the same.
absolute sense because
No, because-
no. Let me explain why it makes
Okay,
sense. Because
explain.
women are attracted to money and status. Men are attracted to looks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's the
even
equivalent.
if
That means
sorry,
subjective.
even
Because
if
we don't
I-
give a fuck about your money.
Yeah, but if I look up to you, we go in a date together in physical, and I tell you I'm a 10, and you don't consider me a 10, I can lie to you. But if you tell me that you're a lawyer, you can lie to me. Like, how am I gonna know? I mean, I'm gonna find out later. Yeah, just like you're gonna find out when you see me if I am a 10 to you or I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's just different for women and men. Where for women it's beauty and for men it's status. So I
No,
do
yeah.
think it's very similar that if a woman has the delusion of being a 10, which is a delusion, it's not reality. 'cause-
Then it won't take her anywhere. Like no guy will take her
Exactly,
out. Like
but-
even
That's what
if
he's
you
saying.
really,
Thank you for explaining my
Yo,
point for 30 minutes
okay.
ago.
Just-
That's like
It's
Myron
delusional
Monroe
and won't
quote
take
style
you
shit.
anywhere.
Oh,
You just
okay,
spent
okay.
20 minutes.
Seriously, it's
Disagreeing.
delusional
Everybody
and
likes a
won't
boss
take you anywhere.
bitch. Like
Hey,
nobody
so
likes a
let me-
girl that
let
was
me- let me try to
man.
let me try to square the circle real quick. Let me try to square the circle. If I had a niece and my niece was needed a heart transplant and she got a heart transplant from a cardiologist, the woman who does the heart transplant has tremendous value to society. I'm going to thank her. I'm going to send her cards. Thank you for saving my niece's life. That doesn't make her more sexually attractive to me. Do you guys understand?
Yeah.
What makes her valuable to the world and what makes her sexually attractive are not the same thing. But if a guy is like a famous boxer or like a famous actor, he's a famous actor.
Hell, if he's a doctor, needed the surgery.
Exactly. If
That makes him
you have
sexier. Pause.
a male cardiologist, and what makes him physically attractive, what makes him attractive to women, and what makes him valuable to society are the same thing. Because they're
Okay.
men. If what makes you attractive to society and attractive to the opposite sex are different for women. Make sense?
Makes sense. I get
Okay.
it.
So you ain't a 10.
So you're not
okay.
a
There we go.
Like we made some progress.
Yeah. They explained it much nicer than me, but yeah, I genuinely think,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
funny because when we do this
Misogyny.
experiment,
He's
girls
way
always
better.
rate themselves a 10. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.